So, guys, what's happening right now is men are walking away from society, relationships, and dating, and they're choosing to focus on themselves and their own happiness because it's clear that women do not want to be in relationships with us. And as such, men are focusing on themselves, their own happiness, and their relationship with God. Why are so many men focusing on, walking away from Western society? And how is that going to affect us all going forward? Watch this video to fully understand the reasons behind all of this. Don't forget to follow us over on Rumble. Boy, oh boy, do we have a lot to talk about regarding Rumble. And if you guys want to learn how to buy, sell, and trade crypto, make your money, make massive profit with cryptocurrency, then go and check us out at Angry's Crypto Academy, which is linked in description of the video. Now let's go ahead and jump right into the topic. So yeah, guys, many of you guys know I've been extraordinarily sick. I've talked about it. You're like, Angry, you need to just take I don't have to this is my full-time job. This is my gig. All right. I'm not going to go work at Starbucks with the tech workers and gaming journalists that have been recently fired. It's not going to happen, chief. All right. It's not going to happen. So, this is my full-time gig. This is what I've been doing for over 10 years now. So I've made my money for over 10 years now. One of my sources of income. I have multiple sources of income. And something crazy happened, y'all. Something very crazy happened. Many of you guys know, like I said, I'm still very sick. I wake up with terrible nausea. Don't worry, we know what's wrong with me. My doctor is trying to address it, and hopefully within like 1 to 2 weeks, I will feel completely better. But we just have to continue waiting. But like, yeah, I have terrible nausea. I've been very, very ill, like basically flu-like symptoms. We know what the cause is. I don't have any serious health condition. It's just, it is what it is right now. It's being dealt with. But yeah, guys, so I've been sick the entire month. I barely put out videos. We have a channel manager that handles all of the videos, moving the videos from YouTube to other platforms, to Rumble and such, keeping things up to date, editing videos if they need to, doing small pre-production, post-production editing. And here's the thing that ended it. She was like, "What's going on? Like, you can give me more work." And I basically had to tell her, "No, I've been sick for the entire month. That's why you don't really have a lot of work." But it's well, she's been doing great work keeping Rumble up to date for you guys. You guys have been watching videos over on Rumble. And like the thing is like I didn't take Rumble seriously. I don't even know if y'all realized, like, because there were a lot of people who were talking crap about Rumble. I was one of the people talking crap about Rumble. I said that Rumble is where the bad kids go. That's what happens when you end up on Santa's naughty list. That's where you end up going. You end up in Rumble. You end up going to Rumble. You know, and I was like, I don't want to go to Rumble. I don't want to go to Rumble. And then I spent a little time on Rumble, and I was like, you know what? I actually like it here, and I just didn't want to go back to the tube. Well, fast forward, like, because like I get into the Rumble's content creator program. So I'm in their content creator program, and it was my first month, and I'm like, this thing is whack. There's nothing here for me. I'm not really making any money from I'm not gonna make any money from this thing. But like, I was so sick. You have to actually meet like certain quotas. So for example, you have to drop a certain amount of content, you have to have a certain amount of watch time. So you have to maintain like a lot of watch hours. You have to have at least 30 streamed hours per month from Rumble Studio. You have to have at least a certain number of views on all of your videos across the platform as well. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff. And I was like, what the hell am I going to do? Because I'm sick and I could just basically let myself, crash out of the program like Gen Z has crashed out of life. But I said, nah. And I figured something out, and I was able to, like I had like 10 days left, and I was able to like pull something off and hit all of those numbers despite being sick and not working for most of the month. Now, after like, the month ended, and I was like, "Oh yeah, it's like, yeah, I didn't make crap." But then something strange happened. So May 2nd rolls around, and I look in my Rumble, and suddenly I see my earnings. and I realized that Rumble sent me a big bag of money. Rumble sent me a big bag of money, a really, really big bag of money, y'all. It's not enough to give up. It's not enough to completely uh, walk away from YouTube just yet. But let me make this very, very clear to you, to y'all. Let me make this clear, kids. I only have, I don't have 1,000 subscribers on Rumble yet. I don't. I'm getting there, and I was sick. I added a lot of subscribers very quickly, and then I got sick, and I wasn't. I did just stopped working, and I wasn't adding as much because I wasn't streaming as much. But I'm getting back to myself. I'm trying. I still have less than 900 subscribers. Rumble sent me a big bag of money. Big bag of money. I was in shock. All right, that was my cut, and I'm beyond blown away. So if this is real, um, yeah. If this is real, y'all, I don't know. Like some people are like acting like fresh and fit, they can't survive, bro. They're making way more money than y'all realize over on Rumble. Sneeko, to my understanding, Sneeko became a millionaire on Rumble. Millionaire on Rumble. Russell Brand is making millions of dollars a year on Rumble. When I say millions, I mean like he's making, I guess, more money than he was making on YouTube, or in that range. He's making crazy amounts of money. I think it's like estimated like $3 million possibly a year from Rumble. And Tim Pool is now exclusively doing his show on Rumble. Steven Crowder is exclusively doing his show on Rumble. Jeremy from the Quartering has exclusively been doing his show on Rumble. Their live streams. There is no way they would leave YouTube if for just Rumble, if they if the money wasn't right. They're getting, guys, these guys are making crazy amounts of money, and the amount of exposure on Rumble is ridiculous. We can get, if like you can get way more views on Rumble than you can on YouTube. It would seemingly appear. Okay, you can get a ton of views, like way more views. And guys, this is just like a reflection of men walking away from a society that doesn't like them, platforms that don't like them. It's crazy. It's really, really crazy. But that's really what it's come down to right now. There's a saying, go where you're celebrated, go where you're appreciated, go where you're celebrated. And I'm just gonna tell y'all, it caught me off guard. It completely caught me off guard. Like, what, like if this is how much money I made with not even 1,000 subscribers, and I was just able to get in like the bare minimum amount of content finally just to survive. And I got this kind of money. I mean, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I've been saying it for a while that I've been miserable over here. Someone said like you're not even it's not like you're really growing on YouTube anymore. And I'm just like, I don't know. I've Most of the content is coming out exclusively on Rumble right now. And by the way, guys, if you're, one of the smartest things you can do right now is to learn how to invest in crypto, because hard times are definitely here. So again, guys, that's just something you should consider. Ask you something. When the banks collapse, and trust me, it's coming, will you be ready? Imagine waking up to ATMs that don't work, bank doors chained shut, and millions of people left with nothing. No cash, no access to their savings, and no way to survive. But it doesn't have to be that way for you. That's why I created Angry's Crypto Academy, to teach you everything you need to know about crypto
so you can protect yourself and your family. You'll learn how to buy, sell, and even day trade crypto for a living. Plus, we alert you to new crypto trends so you can profit before everyone else even knows what's happening. Right now, I've just published an exclusive investment guide inside the Academy, and it's linked in the description below. In it, I reveal the one coin that could make you a millionaire. A coin so revolutionary, it could change everything. If you missed out on Bitcoin and Ethereum, this is your second chance. This isn't just about financial freedom, it's about survival. When the system collapses and everyone else is selling, you'll be the one buying, prepared to weather the storm and thrive while others struggle to survive. Don't wait. This knowledge isn't optional, it's critical. The links in the description. Go check it out now.
What this really is, y'all, is it's men taking their money out of society. I was watching the video earlier, right? I have the ROG Strix. I have a 2024 ROG Strix G16, and I did a lot of upgrades to it. I have five terabytes of RAM of not RAM. I have 5 terabytes of SSD in there. I put a 4 terabyte SSD in there, and I have 96 gigabytes of memory, which is unbelievable because now, because of like all of the customizations I did to it, this thing is the performance on this that I'm getting from this device is undoubtedly going to be higher than a lot of people are getting from even like a 5080 or even 5080 or even 5090 right out of the box. Because of all, I know you're like, Angry, are you out of your mind comparing your 47? It's a 4070 GPU, and I know some many of you are gonna say, "Angry, you're insane to think that you're gonna get the same kind of performance from a 4070 that you're getting out of that you're getting from a that someone would get from a 4090, right?" But no, because a lot of people don't know what they're doing. Trust me, I didn't. I when I first started off, I'm still a I wouldn't call myself a noob because I'm a very I'm a very technical person, but compared to like a lot of these guys, no. But there's just like so much stuff that I've realized I've learned that a lot of these, techers, people who even build gaming PCs don't know. And because of like the crazy amounts of optimizations that I've done, even like using the GPU to boost things like Edge, Steam, stuff like that. It's like parallel processing, all kinds of insane stuff that I've done are like, as a result of that, I'm able to like get ridiculous performance, even with internet, for example, changing out the DNS. But I'm looking at it and I'm realizing, like, for example, I spent like just under two. I spent around $1,600 for my gaming PC, for my gaming laptop. Though I got it on sale. It usually cost around 1,800. Usually cost around 1900, 18 to $1,900. And right now there's like they're going for like 2,000 for this specific model. And I got it during the Black Friday sale month, and then I did all the upgrades to myself to it. But what I'm looking at is like I was watching a video earlier and there was this normal dude and he was doing an unboxing for a G18. He wanted to get it was a 2025 G18, right? So it's a slightly larger model than the one I have, and it has a 5080 GPU. He wanted to get the Scar, but the Scar was not available. The G18 that he got cost over $3,000, over 3K, right? I don't know. I don't think he got it on sale because they just came out. This thing costs over $3,000, and I've seen a bunch of other normal people picking these devices up for crazy amounts of money. You know, Angry Dominicano, he had asked me for some advice on picking up a a new laptop a while ago. I gave him some advice, told him which one I would recommend. Dude ended up. I was talking about an ear. He went and purchased a pro. He went and purchased a freaking pro, and I'm just thinking to myself, these things are expensive. Just to let you know. And I'm thinking to myself, the fact that men have this kind of disposable income, because dropping 2,000, 3,000, $4,000, a normal guy, the average, that's still a lot of money. $3,000 as the average man, just dropping $3,000 for a laptop. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And when you think about it, you have these men who don't have kids, no wives, no kids. That's and as a result, they can go and purchase these things because they don't have to deal. They don't have that overhead. And this is the reality that a lot of women don't realize now. Like, men don't need a relationship. Men do not need relationships. All of the money that we are saving by not going on dates, not being married, not having children, not having a wife, not, not being single, we get to buy toys, endless amounts of toys. And these are one-time purchases. I like my gaming laptop, which is ironically, this is like I originally wanted a Zephyrus. I originally got a Zephyrus with a 4090 GPU, and it ended up being a complete defect. It was actually messed up, and I thought it was a mistake I was making, but no, it ended up being like defective, and I had to send it back. And like there was one of you guys were like angry you should get the Strix, and I'm like, I don't want to get the Strix. And in the end, I was like, I did my research, and I was like, well, maybe actually a Strix would be a better idea. And I got the Strix, and the Strix wasn't bad. The only thing that I was like problematic was because I was coming from a MacBook Pro. The keyboard was different. The Zephyrus had a very similar keyboard to them. The Zephyrus had a very similar keyboard to the MacBook Pro. Is basically like, or the MacBook in general. It's basically called like the Windows laptop of Windows Mac laptop. So it's because it was so similar, but I didn't like the trackpad. It did not have like the simple soft touch. But ironically, that's what the Strix has. The keyboard just took a little. It had like a, I guess, membraney feel the way that you tap it. And I didn't I liked more or less the way that the travel and everything, but I just like the keys felt a little smaller. Fast forward, and now I'm using my gaming laptop, my Strix, for everything, and it's like, what the hell? I type on it just fine. And even like the buttons that I didn't like initially, I'm like, oh yeah, now I get it. This works good. Everything is great. Like, life over here is great. It's like, there are things that happen every day, like sometimes there's like little quirks. It's like, oh, how the hell am I gonna fix this? The screen is flickering. It's like, but the reason why I end up having some problems with my gaming laptop is because of all the things I can do on it. Because it's not like a Mac where, like, you just like leave everything alone and everything just works. Like, I'm effing around with it. I'm removing drivers, adding drivers, deleting this, did all kinds of stuff, messing around with the, undervolting, like all kinds of crazy stuff. So these are not things that you would be doing on a Mac. It would just basically work. You wouldn't be like doing this kind of optimization and all. It wouldn't be happening. So it's like a big part of it is the fact that I'm messing with everything. Like, I couldn't, like, I mess with every freaking thing. I'm messing with every freaking thing on this damn thing. Customize this, customize that, change this, change that. So it's like, once you become a part of the PC master race, you just can't really go back, bro. There is no going back after joining the PC master race. But I just look at it right now, and I kind of realize, like, men are taking their money out of the economy, men are taking their money out of society, women are to blame for this. And it's like, I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just kind of like, it's like you just wake up, like, I'm just like still in shock. Like, Rumble just sent me, y'all, they sent me a big bag of money, like a care package. They're like, here you go. How you doing, man? We heard you weren't feeling so well. This is for you. Like, this is for you from the Rumble family. Again, guys, I'm flabbergasted. Like, it's gonna have to take time to set in. They sent me a big bag of money. I'm just looking at it like, what? Really? All of this for me? Are you sure? Like you could pay some rent with this money. They sent me Rumble sent me rent money. Rumble sent me some rent money. You can pay rent with the amount of money they sent to me. And again, I was sick for most of the month. I barely worked for most of the month. They sent me rent money, y'all. Rumble sent me rent money. I'm like, with not even 1,000 subscribers on that platform, they sent me rent money, and I'm here suffering on YouTube with over 50,000 subscribers. Nah, no, 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 no. Like right now, they're Myron has been doing a subathon where I guess he hasn't slept for many, many hours. Like over 12 hours, I think, maybe 24. It's been crazy. And they've just been adding subscribers like crazy on Rumble. Like guys, they're making crazy amounts of money. Like Myron is making insane amounts of money on Rumble. They don't give a damn anymore. One thing that I find surprising is that one thing I find surprising is that none of these content creators are talking about the money. Like, I feel like they're scared. I feel like they're scared because they don't want people to go to Rumble. Like, I feel like a lot of them, they're not gonna, because like usually everyone's like talking about, oh my gosh, I make so much money on YouTube. We're not making money over here anymore. We're not getting money anymore like that on YouTube. And it's like these guys that are on Rumble that are pulling in this kind of money because they're way larger than me, and they're pulling in this kind of money, and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, they don't want people coming over to Rumble. They're scared. They don't want anyone coming over to Rumble with them. They're like, you can stay on YouTube. We're good. I had no idea that Rumble was making this kind of money. Like, how the hell can you make this kind of money on Rumble? All right. Rumble sending me care packages, like sending me bags of money, like a care package. Jesus, help us, bro. Getting care packages from Rumble? Nah, bro. I don't know. I don't know. I do not know what to say, man. I felt like just talking about this, sharing my views, and like saying that I realized like everything is like for like Myron said it recently from Fresh and Fit. He said modern women are cooked. Like they don't even realize that they are cooked right now. Like there's no relationship left between men and women in society. Like that relationship is over. Like over. That spells over Gen Z because I know you guys can't spell, read, or write, and any other stuff. That's over. That's over Gen Z. That's over Gen Z. Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know. It's a very strange reality. It's a strange world we live in now. But men are just gonna keep on walking away, focusing on things like minimalism. Many people don't understand minimalism. Minimalism doesn't mean owning nothing. Minimalism for a man is just minimalism for a man is literally just um it's a form of conscious ownership. Okay, in other words, you know specifically what you're owning. It's different than just buying everything and anything that you want. Don't get me wrong, for a lot of men who are minimalist, they have everything and anything that they want. You don't understand. Like, for example, it's just that you don't need do I need to have all of these different pieces of clothing? No. Are they going to make me happy? No. Like, think about it very carefully. It's like owning all of this garbage going to make me happy. No. Why do you even have this stuff? Because if I want to go out on a date, oh well, I'm not going out on dates anymore. You know, I have clothing that I can wear if I need to go to something professional. Beyond that, I have a very simple wardrobe, and that's how most men are thinking right now. Like most men are like minimalist men. You go to their homes and you don't realize they have a nice computer setup. They have all the toys that they want. But for example, like, a lot of guys, they're not doing the whole PlayStation, Xbox thing. They either own a PlayStation or they own an Xbox. That's how a lot of people operate. They don't typically own both. Some do, but many don't. Either own a PlayStation or an Xbox, and then some also own a PC. But a lot of console gamers don't do the PC thing. I would say most console gamers are not PC gamers, although a lot of PC gamers still own consoles. Granted, a lot of PC gamers basically look at consoles as they basically look at them as peasants, and so they don't really mess with consoles like that. It's a strange it's a interesting place, But you have your setup. Everyone has what they want. Like, for example, for me, right, I don't own a PlayStation 5. My goal is to basically never pick up a PlayStation 5 and skip over it entirely. And Nintendo Switch is way too expensive. Nintendo Switch 2 is way too expensive. But it's like, what are you going to do at this point? I'm not going to spend that kind of money for their games. But the thing is, with the Nintendo Switch 2, hopefully I'll have better for because I have a massive digital library. I have a massive digital library when it comes to old Nintendo Switch when it comes to Nintendo Switch. So hopefully, like, a lot of those games will get patches that will make them perform better on the Switch too. And so it's like that's a big deal for me. And then also having access to some of Nintendo's exclusive, like for example, the new Donkey Kong Bonanza game, the new Mario Kart game. I'm not really excited for the Mario Kart game that much. I look at it and I'm like, yes, yeah, bro, it's okay. I'm not that excited for it. To be honest, I'm not really excited for too many of Nintendo's games. I feel like the value to cost ratio proposition is just off. I was looking forward to the new Metroid. Metroid was it 4? But we'll see how that goes. I think again, I like digging games, and the new Donkey Kong Bonanza game where it looks like you could just basically destroy the entire environment endlessly and just keep on digging and digging. That looks really, really cool to me. That looks pretty interesting to me, so I'm kinda looking forward to that one the most. Uh, in terms of, like, Zelda, like, I feel like they really needed a new Zelda game, but they're trying to act like, "Oh, well, somewhere between Donkey Kong and Mario Kart, you get Zelda, and you Donkey Kong and Mario Kart World," but I don't know about that. I don't know. I really don't know about that. But yeah, I mean, like, again, I'm just kind of like looking at this ride right now, and like it's like this is the future for men, like basically protecting their wallets. Like that's what people men protecting their wallets. Like MGTOWs, they've been saying that MGTOW now stands for men guarding their own wallets. Men guarding their own wallets. That's what MGTOW now stands for. It used to be men going their own way. Now it's men guarding their own wallets. Men guarding their own wallets. Jeez. And it's like you realize that women in Western society absolutely despise motherhood. They do not like motherhood. And they don't understand that, it doesn't matter because, like, we're in a way, feminism kind of freed men from a system that despises us to begin with. I keep telling y'all, go and check out Angry Crypto Academy. We have an insane number of courses over there also that will teach you how to achieve a lot of financial freedom, but you have to want it for yourself. You have to want it, y'all. You have to want it. You have to want it. But yeah, the unexpected just happened, and I just wanted to share that story with you. Let me know your thoughts. We'll talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA Men Walking Away. And cheers.
Nothing says you care like crypto. Nothing can compare. Nothing says you care like crypto. Oh, nothing can compare to crypto.